Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is for you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Grizzly True Crime. I am your host, Gisela K, and today I have David Robinson in the house. If you do not know who David is yet, please go and check out the playlist for missing person Daniel Robinson. We are trying to keep the light shining on this case, and that is why David is with us again today. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
All right, and I've got the banner scrolling below. If you guys don't know yet, I'm running a poll to see who's signed the petition and who hasn't yet. Please go sign the petition and please visit this site. Please help find Daniel.com and no other sites. This is the one. That is where you can sign up to volunteer, boots on the ground. You can sign up to support the GoFundMe. You can sign the petition and all of that stuff.
That's
okay.
Right.
So they all say, they're all saying nice things for you. Let me not miss that. You can see the chat, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for your love and kindness, everyone. Please do keep being kind. And am I still able to share your number or is it like overloaded now?
Yes, can.
Okay, so
2007994.
If you want to send an encouraging message, that is very much needed during this time. You've been searching for 15 weeks now, right?
That is correct. It's going on 5 months now. They were doing the searches.
My goodness, 5 months and grid searching the desert near even the road. That road, even I want to go there. I wish I was there. Cactus Road, Sun Valley Parkway.
Sun Valley Parkway, Cactus Road.
Okay, and that is where you meet on Saturdays with volunteers. If anyone's living in the area, Buckeye, Arizona, if you want to help out, that is much appreciated. Please do go there. If I was there, I'm telling you, I'd be there.
Thank you. Yes, I would do that. Yes.
This is live, everyone. Yes, hello and welcome. Thank you for being here. Do hit the like button so that YouTube knows this is an important episode. We want to share it as much as possible. Okay, so what are some of the updates that you have in the search for your son today?
Well, as you know, 2 weeks ago, we did find more human remains. I think I mentioned that before. It was very devastating for myself, of course, being on the ground and having to grab some of those items, those remains. It was very hurtful and very scary, but I had to, try to do everything I can. If it was Daniel, try to gather everything I can, get the Buckeye Police Department out there, which they end up coming out and collecting. I did since learn that it wasn't Daniel, but, at the same time, like I said before, we continuously finding human remains. And therefore, we bring in some sense of closure to another family, and that's very important also.
That's wow. So you've found up to 7 people now, right? Remains of 7 people.
That's correct.
So scary. That is very scary, especially to consider in the area. That's quite strange, right? Because it's desert. And they're quite spread apart, right?
Yeah, and it's different areas. We do break the searches down into grids, sectors actually, and then we break them down from sectors to grids, and we send in volunteers and teams to certain grids that we're wanting to search on that particular day. And a lot of times we do certain teams will actually find those remains.
Wow, and it must be quite difficult actually to just give them over to Buckeye Police Department, right, at this point?
Yeah, I just want to hope that they do the right thing, because, after we send those things over to them, I don't get much information. The other Saturday, I got a lot of information, but I don't know who. They still say they're doing some DNA testing. And the only reason why I have gotten the information I have gotten this time is because I demanded it. They initially, when we send those pictures of the remains up like we normally do to the Buckeye Police Department, officer was on the scene at the time. They immediately, 10 minutes later, said it was animal bones, right? That made me angry because they did before, came out in the media and it called all the remains that we found all animal bones, but they couldn't deny the human skull because it's a human skull. And so that made me angry, and I demanded the pathologist, the medical examiner office to view it, which they did. 3 hours later, the medical office came back and said they all human bones. Had we had listened to Buckeye at the time, we would have just left those remains on the ground and moved on. And luckily, I took a stand on that, and they had looked at it and found human remains. Of course, like I said, we know the difference between human remains and animal remains. So I'm grateful, like I say, to bring some closure to someone else's family also.
Yes, and are they able then to identify these remains you find and bring closure to the families? I mean,
I hope
wow.
so. The one that we found the other week was a little wasn't as old as some of the ones we have found previously,
Wow.
including the skull. But I can say that the skull. I have a family in Florida. Um, her brother's right here behind me on the poster. She was really concerned about that skull. It could be her brother. They have since then did some kind of forensics. Uh, Drawing of that person. And I did inform her about that, send that picture down to her in Florida. And she came back and she really believed that's her brother. So they're in the process right now of trying to claim that remain.
Wow, and you also found another pile of clothes close to the water well where Daniel was last seen.
That is
That
right.
that's quite
Yes,
scary.
it is. It is. It's worrisome. That was on one of our searches. Of course, we always finding things out there, suspicious items, but this is very suspicious because it was exactly the same way my son's clothing was found 3 feet away from the vehicle. The person's underwear, their pants, their shirt, shoes, socks. Like they were stripped naked. They're sitting there in one pile. The only reason why I know it wasn't associated with my son is because the pant size is too large. And so we, like I said again, we turned those things over to Buckeye Police Department, but we never hear about them ever again. So we don't know what they do with those from that point.
Goodness, that is so scary. So, for anyone who's watching, if you're not familiar with the case, there is a whole playlist about it. But Daniel Robinson, a geologist who was living in Arizona and working for Matrix New World, disappeared or went missing on June 23rd.
That's right.
And at first, of course, many other cases, obviously Gabby Petito's case, we also focused on that in the media and everywhere else, that no one heard about this case until like now it's taking some traction. I saw the other day that you were on CNN, but like
Yes.
finally, it's 4 months later.
Yes. Finally.
15 weeks of searching kind of yourself with volunteers, boots on the ground. I mean, so the more you guys can share this, the better. The more this can get out, the better. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it wherever you can. The more help, the better. Thank you so much, everyone, for your messages. I'm trying to keep up. I'm focused over here. Okay. So, do you mind if I show them that CNN clip when you were on there?
Yeah, sure. Sure, you can.
All right. Let me make a big screen. How do we do that? There we go. Like this. Okay. Let's have a look. Wait. Let me just start it here.
A lot of people go missing in this country. Some of them don't go reported. Many of them are never solved. We have a lot of attention and momentum right now because of the Gabby Petito case. Let's see if we can use it to help with another case. Of the nearly 90,000 active missing person cases, did you know that 45% are minorities? Percentage is likely much higher because of how the FBI groups Hispanics and whites together. The majority of the missing are men. And even though Black men make up just 6% of the US population, they make up nearly a third of all male missing person cases. Among them is 24-year-old Daniel Robinson. And this is a very, very odd mystery. He's a geologist, and he was working in Arizona on June 23rd. And he's out in the desert, and he leaves his job site. And that's it. They can't find him. A month later, his Jeep was found in a ravine about 4 miles from where he was last seen. In the Jeep, clothes, cell phone, wallet, keys, all recovered. Because all the personal effects were there, now we have to ask some questions about the clothes. Authorities say they don't think there was foul play. Where is he? Daniel was nowhere to be found. His father, David, has been in Arizona for the last 3 months searching for his son. David Robinson II joins us now. I'm sorry to meet you under these circumstances, but I'm happy to give you the chance to talk to the audience about it. First, do you believe that the authorities have done the right job in trying to find your son?
First, thank you, Chris, for bringing me on. I appreciate your time. No, I don't think they did enough. The first 24 hours to me is the first
crucial, the first 24 to 48 hours, first crucial moments. And those moments wasn't fulfilled.
It seems like all of the key discoveries were made by you, a private investigator, and friends who wanted to look. Is it true that your group, let's say, have found the remains of 5 or maybe 6 people in your search for your son, but none of them were him?
Yes. Well, we had 7 weeks of searches. I created a search full of volunteers who worked vigorously out in the desert. We covered a lot of ground around the last places, the last spot that my son was seen, which is the well site. Then when the vehicle showed up, we also covered those areas. And in those searches, yes, we recovered what appeared to be human remains. We documented them, take pictures, and turned all of those over to the Buckeye Police Department, including a skull that was found.
A skull was found near his car, but that is not your son, correct?
That is correct.
So then you get the
That's what I've been
black
told.
box from the Jeep that he was driving. And it turns out, tell me if I have it wrong, that there was some kind of collision, but that after the collision, the car was driven another 11 miles, and that there were other signs of collisions, and that once the car was in the ravine, somebody attempted to restart it almost 40 times. Is that all accurate?
That is correct.
So, what do you
That is correct.
believe happened to your son?
Uh, Sir, that is hard to say. I've been going over this thing over my mind. I talked to his mother, talked to his siblings, family. We all are confused to what happened to my son. But one thing I do know, my son loved his family. He would not go anywhere without telling us. He would not have a desire to be away from his family. He would not go out into the desert. He would not try to join a monastery, which is been told by the Buckeye Police Department. And my son mysteriously disappeared. That's all we do know.
No enemies, no ongoing mental
None.
illness. He wasn't suffering from anything, anything that might cause that kind of duress.
Nothing. My son is an going guy. He is optimistic. He had dreams. He have dreams of things he wanted to do in the future. He loved to travel. Matter of fact, he had plans for his family to come visit him in July. I had plans to be here to see his vehicle for the first time. He's proud of that Jeep, and for myself to see that Jeep the first time in the situation that it was in is very devastating for his mother and myself and his siblings.
I'm very sorry that you're in this situation. I'm not going to say for your loss because we don't know where your son is. And as you get
Right.
developments, you're going to be able to get in touch with me whenever you want, and we will update. And I will make sure that people see the picture now of him, where he was, and we'll put it on social media also. God bless and good luck going forward.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that happened. Finally, CNN picked it up. And now you have also had your very first Robinson press conference. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. Well, when I decided to do a family press conference, that was to do exactly what I'm trying to still get the Buckeye Police Department to do, is launch an investigation. And my family and I, we have to constantly hear excuses. Um, we can't get cell phone pings. We can't get geo locations off the vehicle. We can't see anything on the camera. There's always these can'ts. Everything's always conveniently I can't do. And here I am as a father, how to say what I can do, and I'm trying to do everything I can. So, the whole press conference, hopefully, I did it in front of the Buckeye Police Department, which at the time when I had set it up, I didn't realize that they actually close on Saturday and Sundays. I don't know any department that does that. I don't know crime actually stop on the weekends. But when I was there, I thought I was making a difference by doing it in front of the Buckeye Police Department, but there was no officials around. Like I said, it was actually closed. I wasn't aware of it until afterwards. One of the people that was there said, "Hey, well, midway between being afterwards, she noticed that in her speech that they were closed, and we standing there in front of there, and it's closed." So this press conference that I'm doing this Saturday is to address some of the same things, but at the same time, trying to ask for the FBI to be invited in. This department can't afford it, or they're unwilling, let somebody else do it. This need to be an investigation. It shouldn't just be a case, a missing person's case. There should be someone out there actually looking for my son, actually looking for clues. It shouldn't be me. I have limited resources. I'm relying on the public. I'm relying on other people, and I don't have resources that just last forever. I just put it that way. But they have the avenue to reach out to other departments. Like I say, calling the FBI. They have those resources that I don't have. So that's what mainly what that press conference will be about, and also it would be to let everybody know that I'm pushing farther in my search, which I'm starting a city search. Be searching, have the regular searches in the morning out there in the desert, and then have an evening search out in the cities. Try to hit every city in Arizona, to go to the homeless shelters, to the hospitals, to the mental health wards, whatever, just everywhere, just cover everything. And, just search for dangers, pass out these flyers and things that I have.
Yes. Wow. This conference, I wanted to, so everyone, on my recommended channels list, before I didn't have recommended channels there, but I've updated it today, right? So David Robinson's channel's there. So if you would please go and click on it, subscribe. And the first it's called the First Robinson Press Conference, is on there. You can watch the whole thing. It's 1 hour and 2 minutes long. It's very powerful. You might have to watch it in chunks because it is very emotional. I'm just giving a trigger warning in case. It's very emotional to watch. But I would recommend that you watch it, share it, like it, boost it into the algorithm and all of that. So it's in my recommended channels list. It's also in the description box below. And I was wondering if, David, if I could show a clip of it, but I don't know, I don't want to trigger you. There was a lady that spoke right after you. I'm not too sure who that lady is. And she was saying what we all feel, I think.
Maybe his mother. That was her first time reaching out. I flew her in for the family news press conference, and flew her in. It was hard for her, even dealing with Daniel being missing, and that's why you don't hear much from her. She don't want to be in the cameras. She just want to be to herself. But I was able to get her out here for that press conference.
So would you like me to play that clip, or is there any specific portion of it you want me to play?
Oh, you can play it. That's fine.
Okay. So it's from here. So is this okay?
That's okay.
Okay, great. Let's just play a little bit of it, just so you guys can just see what it is. And then if you go and search for it under my recommended channels, please go there, subscribe, watch the video.
Okay.
Is this the mom?
No, that's one.
Okay. One of the friends?
Yeah, she's part of the Black Mothers Forum. Yes.
Okay.
And I'm here on behalf of Black Mothers Forum, but I'm also here on behalf of the Robinson family. You have my deepest sympathy. My heart is in pain because I am a Black mother just like you. And I have a son just like you. And I love him with all my heart, just like you. And so it hurts me to the core to see all of you in pain. It hurts me to the core that no one can tell us, where is Daniel Robinson? Where is our Black son? Where is our baby? We want answers. We need answers. We deserve answers. And as I stand here today on a Sunday morning, I'm standing in front of the Buckeye Police Department, and I'm not here to bash them, but I am here to state a fact that this place is closed. What what is going on. Where the people who are sworn to protect and serve us get to go home. There should be around the clock service here in Buckeye. And if we don't have the resources, we better get them up in here. We need to get some help up in here. We need some help. We need somebody to take responsibility to really protect and serve the citizens of Buckeye and the citizens of this state. Now, this is enough. We are tired of seeing one person after the other being missing, and no one seems to take it so serious. There seems to be a lack of urgency and a sense of motivation and a sense of expectation of excellence to carry out our job. If you take an oath to protect and serve, then by golly, you better take that serious. You better come on with it. And if you're not motivated, if you don't have high expectations of your job, then you need to get out of this profession and move with somebody.
I mean, she just says everything that we're feeling, right? It's amazing. So
Yes.
really, let me just put it back like this. That was really great, but I would recommend that everyone goes to watch the whole video. Watched it twice today. It was really good. Your speech was also really good. And I agreed with everything you said. So if you guys could go and support and comment and boost that into the algorithm, I will also share it. I've got permission from David to share it on my channel as well to show you guys. But I just want you to go there first. Please go there and give it the attention that it needs, right? I would really appreciate it. And they say, agree, absolutely. Goosepimples, head to toe. That woman is powerful. Yeah.
Yes. Miss Janelle Woods is her name.
Okay, Janelle Woods. Shout out from all the Grizzlies to Janelle Woods. I think she said what we're all feeling, kind of watching from the outside, but yet, you know, being involved and wanting to help. And it's like, oh yeah, she said it. And I can't believe they closed on a Saturday and Sunday. Like, that is very shocking.
Yeah, very, very shocking. I didn't realize until she said it up on that podium, looking back. Yes.
Oh, wow. That is so hectic. So thank you to everyone who is busy signing the petition as well. Please just remember, you have to fill in your name, surname, and email address, and then go to your email to click on the link just to finalize everything. You'll see it there as well, just to make sure it gets registered as your signature. They say, don't give up. We are thinking of you every day. Well, we can hear you speak present tense, of course, as one should. You speak very highly of your son, as one should, and you have not given up.
I'm not giving up. That's right.
And we actually have this very special message. I think I saw it. Let me just see where it is. Where did I see this? You said something very powerful in a quote. I don't know if it was on Please Help Find Daniel. Hold on. I'm going to look. Is it the volunteer page? Where you said, even when the conversations die down, even when the media attention goes, you'll still be there.
That's right.
We'll be there with you too. The Grizzlies, me, myself, the Grizzlies will be here with you too. So you're definitely.
I feel that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I get so many comments and from the Grizzlies. You know, you say, "Hey, I see you on the show." So I'm really grateful for that.
Awesome. Yeah, we just want to support you. I mean, emotional support is very important during this time as well. I mean, I'm sitting in the Netherlands. I'm from South Africa, but just to be able to support you all the way in Arizona is very meaningful to me as well. I wish I could really be part of it and help you, but I'll do anything I can to help you.
And that's a lot. Thank you so much. Yes.
All right. I just want to see, is it the volunteers to search page? There we go. This is what I'm talking about right here. When the lights and camera turn off, I will be here. When the interest and conversations fade, I will be here. When there's no one around, a father will do anything it takes to be there for his son, to protect his family. David Robinson II.
That's right.
Yes. And you are an amazing father. I wish I had a father half as nice as you, honestly. I know that sounds really bad, but truly.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. To God be the glory.
Right. Thank you so much, everyone. And are there any updates anything else you want to share with us? How can people help you? How can they find you? What can the Grizzlies do?
Yeah, and continue to support, like you were saying earlier, sign that petition because we're working on that to, you know, bring some changes and also put some more pressure out there. So that's very crucial for me, getting that petition signed. I'm trying to get up to 100,000 signature. I'm almost there. It's amazing just to watch that, starting off with 100 signatures and look where we're at now. So
Yes.
grateful for that. Also, the support, the sharing of Daniel's story, to keep it out there, because the story fades. Like I was saying, that lessens the chance that I have more eyes out there. This is a big country, and more eyes out there. More people become aware. Anybody heard anything, seen anything, know anything, somebody will hopefully say something. So sharing is always important to me. Sharing this whole thing with Daniel. Also, we need resources to keep this thing going. Buckeye Police Department, like I said, don't support. I would make sure that people know that and make that clear. It's sad to me to even say that the people who are here to protect and serve don't even come to my searches. They have been to one search of mine, and that was only by request. I haven't seen them since. And so, just to get the resources out there for right now, I'm really, really trying hard to obtain some more cadaver dogs like we had in the past. There's some areas that I need to have searched. We're looking for drones to be able to search areas that we can't get to. Also, I can't think of the name of it, but it's some wells. We're able to get some cameras and things down in the well. They have lighting, that's special lighting that actually can go into the water and check and things like that. So I'm researching that kind of stuff, and but we need those resources, resources to be able to continue to do the searches. And like I said, with the people sharing and supporting that way, they also translate to volunteers, because a lot of times when people hear about it, they want to come out and help, and we need those numbers, because the lower amount of numbers we have, the less area that we can actually search at a time.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. So how many groups do you, like if you have 120 people, how many, is it like 3 people go in one direction, 3, 4, 5, 10? How do you organize that?
Well, we break it out depending on how the numbers we have. And it then also is also based on what type of vehicle they bring. Some people have 4x4 type vehicles, quads, you name it, side by sides. I even have people come out here with horses. So depends on what you have. We kind of break those people off in separate groups. People who have like regular cars or 2-wheel drives, a lot of times, they would do things like the line searches, or we send them to areas just to search a certain area. So it depends on the amount of people, how we break the numbers up into groups.
Okay.
But nobody's usually about at least more. Each group will have at least about between 8 and 10 people each group. So generally.
Good question, Kathleen. Have you heard from EquiSearch? Because I know we tried to connect you with EquiSearch. Have you heard from them at all?
Oh no, I haven't heard from them yet. But I still try.
Putting the pressure on. We're keeping the squeaky wheel squeaking. EquiSearch, are you out there? Anyone with a drone, especially EquiSearch is like a team of drones. But if anyone's in the Arizona area and you have a drone, please go out to help out, because that type of footage can help a lot. A lot of ground can be covered with high quality video footage. So that would be really helpful.
Especially they have I think the drones with the slipping my mind now. We're looking for something to be able to get heat signatures and things like that. So that type things.
That it's not infrared, is it? Something like
infrared.
that.
Yeah. Yes.
That would be amazing.
Right.
Say public eye on this case. Exactly. Can we do something to make EquiSearch notice? I mean, can we? I would hope so. What can we do? Let's okay, we won't spam them, but let's all send them a little email. How can we put pressure on EquiSearch? Exactly. We're keeping the squeaky wheel squeaking on. That's what we do. That's what we keep going. Squeak it up. Exactly. Squeak it up. That's what we want to do. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. Some people said thank you for your service. So can you just tell them a little bit about yourself and your background?
Oh, yes. Well, I did join the military. I joined back in 2006 or 7. I slipped my mind now. And but I went to the military to be a 88 Mike, which is a truck driver. Of course, I haven't driven a truck in the military. I've been assigned to engineer unit, combat engineer, 36 engineers out of Fort Hood, Texas. I've been on 2 tours in Afghanistan, one for 5 months and the other one was for 14 months. That's before they broke them down to 12 months of tours. The first tour was just to go there to bring help the soldiers come back. The second tour was a full tour for me. While I was there, I sustained injuries, and I had to end up being medevac back here, back to Germany, and ultimately back here where I ended up retiring. So that's my military career, and I'm glad to have served for this country.
Okay, wonderful. Well, yes, I mean, on behalf of Americans, thank you for serving the country, right? I'm from South Africa, living in the Netherlands, but I know everyone thanks you. I'm sure they're going to now. They say, bless you thank you for your service and bless you. So here, Rochelle Pronzo, Lieutenant Peter Pronzo's wife has shared all the Texas EquiSearch details. So if you guys would write to them on their PO box, okay, let's see what else they got. Physical address, knock on some door. Don't be harassing, okay? But just to keep on putting the pressure on. And there's a phone number as well, and there's an email. So yeah, I'm definitely going to email that as well.
I can use that, yes, the information.
That would be great. So JC also says, I've written the drone guy, but haven't heard from him yet. Keep writing. Let's keep it writing. I mean, let's go, Grizzlies. Yes. Let's get this going on. Yeah, let's get it going. So I hope that you guys are subscribing to David's channel as well. You do some excellent singing as well. I'm just saying, it's just a side note. There's some really good karaoke on there too.
That's on my board weekends, and I don't think so highly of that. You know, like I told you, I just had YouTube just to really share with the family and things like that. Now that you know, this happened with my son, you know, I was able to use the YouTube to upload that you know, the video for the family briefing, so that way I can be able to share that out. So I'm grateful to be able to do that.
Exactly. And this is a good comment. He's an amazing man. I hope the FBI can help him. I find it fascinating how Buckeye hasn't activated the FBI call to action yet, because Daniel's circumstances under which he went missing are the perfect scenario in which the FBI would usually come in.
And that's right.
So frustrating.
It's very frustrating. You know, CNN did a interview with Chief Hall, and one of the things he admitted on there recently was that it's a suspicious case. And you know, anytime that if a person's cases have a suspicious nature, you know, in the past they always open up an investigation into that. And you know, for him to admit that and still don't want to open up an investigation is very puzzling to my family and myself. You know, any lay person can look at clothing on the ground, the damage on the vehicle, red transfer paint, the mileage, to whatever, everything that we know in the public. And you would say to yourself, and you don't have a person out there 5 months, going on 5 months, and you would say to yourself that nothing suspicious is going on to you, that you need to check this thing out or really investigate it. That's something wrong. I question that, because, you know, if it was one of their children, I guarantee you they will make a reason to investigate their children's disappearance. So I think my son deserved the same thing as they would do. And I think anybody else's family should deserve the same treatment. So, you know, I'm just going to still push, and that's the reason why I'm having this family conference this weekend to address some of those things and speak out.
Absolutely. And we support that over here. And are we able to see that conference that you're having on Saturday? Is there any link, or will it be streamed on YouTube, on your channel, or where can we see that?
Well, I do have one of my my logistics coordinator. He gonna record. His wife recorded that. If she hadn't done that, that's why I apologize for the poor quality. I was trying to get a copy from the media that did show up. I was unable to get that, so I was really grateful that his wife just happened to be standing by on the sidelines, and she recorded that. But this time, you know, we tried to do a recording of our own. I did invite people like CNN, MSC, NBC, World News Tonight, and a few other ones. They say once I give them a date, they want to come out, whether they'll do one of their affiliates or not, to get the footage. So there's going to be some footage out there, either one way or the other.
Okay, well, if anyone is live streaming it and you send me the link, I will happily stream it as well. So we can keep it going at the same time to get the most attention. So you're going to be outside Buckeye again?
No, this time I'm going to do it right there in the desert, right there near the area where my son's vehicle was found by that rancher. It's not too far from also the well site. And the reason why I chose that location is because that's where where the biggest things started to happen when they found that vehicle. That was the first suspicious activity there. The vehicle been dropped there. And I'm asking them to call in the FBI. That's the thing. I'm asking. I'm sending a formal letter out to the chief of police, the mayor, the city manager, and different departments like that. All of them gonna get a copy of that letter, and I'm asking for a formal investigation on my son's disappearance.
I like that. We support that. So, if Grizzlies, if I've got a link to that live stream, I will live stream it here with you. If not, don't worry, I'll share it with you afterwards. We're keeping the light shining on this case because it represents so many others. It represents so many that are not put in the spotlight. So that's why we're keeping the wheel squeaking here. And of course, we would love to find Daniel. I mean,
and I'm glad you said that. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Oh no, we'd love to celebrate that with you in finding Daniel. That would be amazing. So I don't give up hope. You don't give up hope. None of us here. We're right there. We've got your back. Thank you, everyone, for being here as well. Please remember to hit the like button so that this video also gets shared. Go to David's channel. It's on my recommended channels. It's in the link in the description box too. Good job. I see you guys are subscribing. Good job, guys. Go over there and make sure that that video first, Robinson press conference, that you share that you like that, it gets the most views possible. They say we need to make some noise for Daniel. I like all caps. Exactly.
That's
we need to make some noise for Daniel. Did you find Daniel? What if Daniel sees this? What if he's somewhere, like you're looking in homeless shelters, in hospitals, everywhere? What if Daniel sees something on social media at some point and then he's like, oh my word, like my dad's looking for me. Yes, exactly. So keep on spreading all this information as much as you can. We need the FBI agent, Jerry Williams, to open some doors. I know, right? I'll email Jerry as well. Jerry Williams. I don't know if I did an interview with Jerry Williams. She's former FBI, and she was explaining to us when they actually get involved, so this would be the perfect time. According to exactly the bullet point list she gave, I'm like, this is it.
That's right.
So yeah, we will send some emails there as well. Well, is there anything else that you can share with us that you want help with? Or I know you've got some other radio interviews to do today.
That's right. Yes, I do.
Okay.
But I want to tell your listeners, thank you so much. They're very good people. I can tell that already. Just with the outpouring of support, whether it's even through the GoFundMe, through the comments and things like that on the website and on the cell phone. So I'm really grateful that your listeners are doing that.
Okay,
And the petition. That's one of the things too.
Exactly. We're trying to get the petition to 150,000, and so far it's at 94,002. So keep it going. Grizzlies, I know you can do it. Even if you guys, if you got more than one email address, you can do it. I've done it from a few email addresses already. Even if you got to, clear your history, come again. Okay, sign in, do your thing. It would be amazing to get to 150,000 signatures. It is sad that we need petitions to get the Buckeye Police Department to take some action, but it is what it is. So let's get it signed. Let's just do what we can do. That's all we can do, right? Do what we can do. Take action every day and do the part that we can. They say we care about you. Thank you, everyone. That's so nice. Yes. They care about you.
Care about you too. Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you again for being here. I hope you guys, as I'll say one more time, go check out the channel. Go check out. Please help find Daniel.com. Let me just put it here quickly again. The mods have been sharing it as well. Please help find Daniel.com. All the links are there. That is the one place you go for all the links. There's the petition one. There's the GoFundMe, which you can still support. How are your living conditions right now? Are you still in a hotel?
No, I was able to get a 1-bedroom apartment to save some money. And I'm grateful for that. So that way I can eat some real food now.
Oh my word, that's so nice.
That's a great part. Yes.
Okay,
so something. One thing really quick, and just like I have behind me is this poster here. There's a lot of families that I talk to out there. This thing is bigger than just my son and myself and my family. There's a lot of people out there that's not even close to being heard. Like I mentioned earlier, one of the gentlemen on the poster, that's his sister out there in Florida. They believe that's the skull belongs to, and so it's a lot of families out there hurting. I would want people to also be aware of that.
Yes, are those at all the names of these other people? Are they mentioned anywhere, like on your website, or otherwise? I'll just ask you afterwards. Write them down. Start covering some cases.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll start shedding the light, wider and wider in Arizona, specifically at this point. And obviously, we're covering lots of other cases. But thank you so much for being here all the time and updating us as well. It's really an honor to have you here every single time.
Thank you. Honor, the pleasure is mine. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. And so we do care. Too many unsolved cases are piling up, right? Does he have any connection to any other areas? Don't think so. He was working. Well, does he?
Well, he's worked in he get assignments every morning. So those assignments can actually last for days, or it could just be that one day. That particular morning, he had 2 assignments that he visited well before. He went to the one he ended up missing, according to his job, and so he could end up anywhere. So that's not the only place.
Exactly. We look everywhere. We've shared the pictures on here before as well of Daniel. It's on the website as well if you want to see updated pictures and descriptions and everything. So keep a lookout. If you see something, say something. The number of Daniel's dad is right here on the screen, 803-200-7994. If you guys can please put the pressure on EquiSearch as well, that would be really helpful. And I mean, damn, if some of you want to petition outside Buckeye, I mean, I'm not going to stop you.
Okay.
On a Saturday and Sunday. Friday when they're going home. Where are you going?
That's one more thing, though. I want to let you know also, it slipped my mind, but Tuesday, tomorrow, I have a meeting with someone, but I'm definitely putting in on my page, so be aware that it will be up on the website, a link, a anonymous tip line. It'll be monitored 24 hours a day. If a person knows something and they don't want to anybody know who they are, you'll have the opportunity to be able to do that. So I want to let everybody know that would be also added to the website.
Okay, that will be great. I'll have a look for it tomorrow. If you want to send it to me as well, I'll share it over here on this channel, of course. And yeah, thank you for sharing that with us. I'm sure if you see this video, even if you're not a Grizzly, not subscribed, it's all good. Don't worry. Just go to the tip line. If you see anything, please say something. And thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you to all the mods as well. Thank you for sharing all the links as well, specifically for David Robinson, Daniel's dad. We hope to find Daniel, soon. Would be amazing. And thank you for keeping your comments kind and respectful during this time. I really appreciate it. And thank you for being here. All right, everyone. We will see you next time. If there's any updates, of course, David is always welcome here. He has an open door to the show. Thank you for watching. You know what to do. Like, subscribe over there at David's channel, and I will see you in the next one.
Thank you.
All righty. Bye, everyone.